Or they try to.
What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Okay, here's what I would have done. Bro, no one cares what you would have done. Actually, everyone cares. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast made for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Brought to you by the Embrace the Turn-Up Podcast Network. And now your hosts, A-Dub,
B.A.
E-Ray, and J-Mo.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Inaudible Ruckus and Embrace the Turn-Up proudly brings to you its trios champions of the world, the Mega Mark J-Mo, the History Master B.A., your boy A-Dub. Let me book the territory. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Shut it.
Suck it.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. As I just told you, it's a 3-man band tonight on Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest wrestling pod of all time. I am the pod guy, your pod tribal chief, A-Dub. Joining me, as always, is... I was thinking the History Master BA instead of Shock Master.
I take History Master. This is another one to add on the long list of nicknames.
Quantum Leaping.
Yes.
Threw money in the banks. Because, he's in these banks.
Yeah. How about the real Scott Spacula since I'm Quantum Leaping now?
Ooh, there we go.
I like it. The real Scott Spacula.
And back once again, Y2J-Mo, the Mega Mark, if you will. How we feeling, fellas?
We good,
Pretty
man.
good. Yeah.
Here, ready to get into some wrestling. Ready to talk about the literally 48 hours of wrestling this weekend and the rest of the week. And I can't wait, man. My head's literally going to fall off. So, yeah, let's do it.
Shout out to the homie E-Ray. He hopped in Santos Escobar's truck and they are on the way to SmackDown or Raw. Or maybe he's just talking to Electra Lopez because that's what I would be doing. But until he gets back, we're going to hold it down. All right, guys, this is one of those weeks. One of those weeks, and we didn't know it was going to be one of those weeks going into it because I was telling people at work, I'm like, if I knew I had 25 hours of wrestling to watch this week, y'all wouldn't have seen me Thursday or Friday. But this is one of those weeks. 25 hours of wrestling between all of the shows. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with last week's SmackDown going through, or do you want to skip last week's SmackDown? We got a lot.
Well, let's get into the noteworthiness of SmackDown because there was a couple things that happened that's worth talking about, but we won't get into.
So, I agree with you, BA.
So we got more Sami Zayn and Bloodline stuff. Just throw the ones up. Yep, I don't know. You're doing it with your pinky finger and now, J-Mo. Yeah. But yeah. Sammy and this Bloodline thing is just so much fun. It's just so much fun, and then seeing Jay trying to keep character as Sammy's doing his stupid shit is hilarious. And then watching Jay while in character act out his PTSD on Sammy because he used to knock on the door the same way Sammy did, and then Roman put him through the ringer, and now that man is just going through it. And then the end of the night, that shot. That shot of Roman sitting over Drew with both belts, the ones in the air. Fellas, give me your reactions to that moment, because we all know that's what WWE is about. It's about those moments.
That's true.
So Dub, when I watched that moment live, I forgot there was a SmackDown tomorrow. Okay. Well, I guess it'd be tomorrow night. But I completely forgot that they were pre-taping one. So after watching that beatdown, I was like, well, after that beatdown, I honestly thought Drew was going to win. catch the Clash. But now that there's another SmackDown, I'm not really sure. I think Roman retains, but I mean that's a pretty epic SmackDown moment in my eyes.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I mean, my perspective is y'all hope we all took a picture because we're not gonna be seeing too many more of pictures of Roman holding them 2 belts over too many people for too much longer. Not to say that I don't think he's gonna lose either, but rumor mill is they're starting to figure out ways to move away from the Roman is the king of everything storyline that we've been doing here for the last 2 to 3 years. So yeah.
Well, they got enough talent coming back that they could do it.
Oh yeah, they need to, man. They to get them out of this while they can, because we thought Cody was gonna say today, but
so I agree and I disagree. I agree because I agree because they have so much talent coming in and coming back, but where they were before Triple H took over, this worked. This worked and it worked well, and. I mean, you could say, like, there weren't challengers for Roman. I mean, there were. The problem was Roman smashed them all. So, yeah. And we just didn't have confidence in Vince to build a guy back up the right way. I thought Riddle could have been the one that they built up the right way to do it. But Riddle's got his own issues right now. Well, we'll get to that later.
Yes, he does.
We'll get to that later. Is there anything more noteworthy from SmackDown that you guys wanted to talk about? J-Mo, I know you're taking notes like an old guy collecting baseball stats now.
No, actually, I didn't get to SmackDown. I saw the very end of it last week. J-Mo was on the links trying to fix my golf swing that's in shambles right now. So,
if we're being honest, the ending is all that really mattered.
Yeah, true. Usually with SmackDown, I try to catch the beginning or the end because Roman's going to appear in either one of those time slots. We know Homeboy doesn't appear in the middle. Front, it's starter at.
Which good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. I wish I could make the money he does and make an appearance in the front, in the beginning or the end. And
you show up to the beginning of work, do your work, and then go home, or you come in at the very end of the day, do your work, and then you go home.
He learned from Brock, man. He's been wrestling him enough. He knows how to work his deals.
I can't hate on that. But speaking of big meaty men that bump meat. Whoa. There's a few of them getting ready to return, guys. Whoa. So the rumor mill's been running wild for both shows right now. Mm-hmm. But pretty much what they're saying is the ink is dry. Braun Strowman's back, and he'll be at Monday Night Raw at the very least. There's talk about bringing Bronson Reed back, and also it's to the point now where people are like, "Yo, Bray's in Cardiff." So, that being said, fellas, I think I know which one we're all most excited about. Do you want to see? Let's just get right to. Do you guys want to see Bray come back and just reform the family, or do you want to see the Fiend back?
Man, I want to see the family. I think I said it either last week or the week before. I think that's a more fun character. I think the Fiend is a merch machine, but not to say that if they let the family really be what it was supposed to be, I feel like there's a lot of Vince input that kind of killed that momentum of it. I'm be more excited to see that and different members of the family. I'm thinking that we would see some different people considering who originally was in it in his new family. So
I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna come back to that. J-Mo, what do you think?
Give me the Fiend all day, twice on Sunday, because the Fiend is Bray Wyatt's creation. I love when guys are able to create their own characters and put their own spin on it. Like everything with the Fiend that Bray Wyatt did is Bray Wyatt. Like I was listening to a podcast about that, and he was like, they talked about like he had 12 different designs for the masks and like 10 different outfits that he wanted to wear, and like everything is, you know, is Bray Wyatt on the Fiend. And I'm a fan of Bray either way. I mean, I'm just being selfish, and I want the Fiend back because I like his entrance a lot. I think it's really cool with the old Bray Wyatt and the mat and the lantern with the mouth, and then
shout out to Tom Savini.
The only thing I don't like is the oh Jesus. The other thing I did not like with The Fiend is that he kept switching between Bray Wyatt and The Fiend, Bray Wyatt and The Fiend, Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Like, just I want The Fiend. That's all I want.
Okay. So, first of all, J-Mo, every Bray Wyatt character is a Bray Wyatt invention. They let that man do what he wants because how bad the Husky Harris character went.
So yeah, outside of Husky.
Because he was getting ready to get fired before he came up with Bray Wyatt. But I would want the family back, BA, but I would want the original members. I would want Braun and get Eric back in there too. Because all three of them have gone through so much since the family broke up that to get them back together would it would be something it'd be the only way you could turn them face essentially. But then you could also revisit that storyline of Bray going, anyone but you, Roman. And I'm telling you, you could get a real good face run out of that.
That's
for
fair.
A guy who's diabolically evil.
And even furthermore, they could do something to like kind of like make Luke Harper like their some sort of like figure that they worship because he was with the family. That would be cool if they gonna do that. But me personally, I'm gonna stick with my guns. I would love to see like, because I know another rumor person that's coming back, Parker Boudreaux, is supposed to be coming back. So I think a personality like his would be nice to be pulled underneath the wing of Bray in the family. So not to say like your idea is bad. I ain't mad at it. I would like to see Rowan back, and especially if Braun's coming back, that'd be a good, nice place to start him at. But infuse some new life into it though. Don't just keep it at the OG members and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at getting new guys in there. But I think for the reintroduction, I think it would be cool to see the original. So the OG3, as Hit Row calls it. Minus Luke Harper, RIP.
Isn't Parker Boudreaux, isn't that Dewdrop?
No. What?
Parker Boudreaux? No,
that's baby
J-Mo.
Fucking Brock, man. That's baby
Brock.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Fresh out of the Escobar vehicle, just went in reverse. Look who's here.
Hey guys, come on with me. You thought I was gonna leave you guys?
Shit, I'm hopping in there.
We're going to SmackDown. We're going to SmackDown.
And Wales.
We got to kick J-Mo off first because he thought Dewdrop was Parker Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Or Boudreaux.
And also Eric Redbeard's under contract with AEW too, so.
Nah, that doesn't count. He's on a Bobby Fish deal.
J-Mo.
Right.
Don't let your facts ruin a good theory, damn it. Sorry. And Dewdrop? I'm still just baffled by that. My brain hurts.
Parker Dubrow. What's her real name?
I don't know what her real name is, but the name she used on the Indies.
Scarlett Bordeaux is a person.
I know who that is, trust me.
The name she used on the Indies in NXT UK was Piper Niven.
Piper Niven, sorry, Piper Niven, never mind.
Jesus, Jay.
Piper Niven, Parker.
See, E-Ray knew. See, that's the guy's been watching NXT UK. See, we figured it out.
I just know Piper Niven because she was in the classic. I have never watched NXT UK. I am not the dub aficionado here. We're gonna find that clip and we're gonna have Lo just superimpose it over your face. So every time you say something, it's just like NXT UK. I watch NXT UK every time. But hello guys.
Hey buddy.
It's
hello,
me,
E-Ray.
Peen Malenko. I'm here.
So we were just telling the
about?
fans that you hopped into Santos's, Escalade. You guys were going to SmackDown, and that you were just spitting game to Elektra Lopez. How'd that go for you?
I mean, she slapped me in the face.
Fair.
But that is one of my kinks, so it worked. And then,
they kicked you out the car.
Sparked up a nice conversation, and I think I'll see her this Friday.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I like it.
See how things go. We're taking it slow.
I like it.
See if there's gonna be a debut. I don't know. Might be some pyro. Who knows? Get a little wild.
Well, I'm just saying, if things go well, I am ordained, so I got your back.
Oh, there you go.
I got your back.
For what? An exorcism?
No. If they go well. If they don't go well, you might need an exorcism. I don't know.
No comment. There's nothing I can say that won't be like mad incriminating. So
no, nothing.
That's a smart man.
Nope. Other than that, I understand there was some Bray talk and the concerns of a new / old Wyatt family coming back.
So the report out there is that Bray's in Cardiff.
Bray
Sightings,
okay.
He's the fucking big. He's
just walking
the
around
Bigfoot
like,
of wrestling right now.
My firefly.
Exactly. So we were just.
What are you talking about, mate?
We were just talking, trying to figure out. Do we want him back with the family? Or do we want the Fiend back? If we're just gonna make a nice little splash appearance in Cardiff at the castle.
Honestly, it's hard to say. I'm okay with either. Okay. I do want to come in because I heard some J-Mo nuggets and like the rabbit pellets. I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. I did enjoy the dichotomy switch, or like the kind of division between Mr. Rogers' Bray, and then the Fiend being like the alter ego to take, and especially BA, you'll know as a horror fan, this is the type of like sick maniacal things, and then you see somebody's like, oh, I'm so nice, and then their alter ego is like a sick person, especially if you've watched Black Phone or The Lovely Bones or any of these movies where it's always some type of dark personality that is the one that's creating all kinds of Split. Even plenty of movies out there that depict this, which I think Bray takes a lot of cues from. That's what it's about, and it was actually cool watching them like utilize it to its potential until Vince got involved, and you seen
the mallet,
random people just appearing in his. I was like, so are you going into Bray's brain? This is stupid. But the original concept was genius. So I would like that. Or if you want to just throw it all the way back, sure, just bring Bray Wyatt and he just doesn't know what happened to him. I mean, he's back with the Fireflies and shit. But I think that gimmick was so over that it would be hard to bring him back as a heel because it's so over. So I think the Fiend, people didn't like it, but I think it has potential to, and still some meat on the bone, if you will, to keep it going. So I would like either or. I'd take both. But yeah, I don't necessarily need a new Wyatt family, but I think that's his gimmick. I'm watching a terrible Private Select's Great Value version in the Schism, and I do not like. So
you don't want the family back? Maybe they don't want your bitch ass back.
I mean, are you Seth?
I feel like it. I felt like it.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Considering that you don't have a wife, there's no man. Your shirt says X only. Because ain't no man in that house. But other than that, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm not. I'd be okay with it, but like a new version of it, sure. But sometimes you don't want to rehash too much, and I think that's kind of the way things are going as well with all the re-signings and stuff. It's cool, but I don't necessarily need all that. They got a lot of stuff to work with, and they always had really good talent. So just put them to work properly, and that'll be fun. So that's my piece on that. Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod. And I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're going to get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're going to get, but that shit's popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out.
To add on top of that,
Tripp
though,
just wants his kids back, honestly.
Yeah, thank you, Dub. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think he wants to do what he wants to do right by after what happened with them when they got called up. I think he has a lot of
he's a lot of wrongs to right. I just want to see my kids.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, he's Kanye?
Yeah. Well, who's Skeet then? If that's the case, who's Skeet then?
Right.
Who's Skeet? That's easy. John Laurinaitis.
I was trying to just get away from that, but you know, when you got it, you got it.
The first time I didn't go there for that podcast. You know, I stayed in my lane.
I'm there. I'm right there. I tried to get us to the nice little Seth and Matt Riddle thing, but we steered back a little bit. Can we steer there? Because it was great.
Greatness. Yeah.
Seth, told that man that his family left him, and he called him a bitch,
which was true
twice.
Which I don't know if that part's true, but from leaked text messages and other things, he's a wild boy. No MGK.
A wild stallion, if you will. Huh?
I didn't see anything, so I'm not going to comment on any type of horse or equal sapien you may be. Not going to go there. But yeah, that too. But there was a groundswell a couple months ago that was kind of talking about how that person lives his life with another person that
cast judgment on people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Punishes them, if you will.
It's like, oh man, it's like, and again, me being the person I am, I don't kink shame. I don't want to pass judgment on anyone. So, and I don't even have purple on. So that's definitely not my deal. Like, if you wear purple, you are a judge of something. But me personally, I like the segment. I thought it was adding a little bit of edge back into the product, like we've been kind of alluding to. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think Matt Riddle, he didn't have much places to go. He went from like 0 to slightly unhinged, but still kind of tame. Like, what? Where are you? What? We're in the same building. You know where I am. What are you talking about? Like, just go look around. And or maybe they should have did that. He should have just got and threw the chair and then just walked out and then been going looking for him.
It would have sold it better.
That's a good thing.
I agree.
Yes, but I'll give it that. But other than that, I think it was fine. It was definitely an extra little nugget because I already just liked them being separated and it getting to a heated thing. But that was an extra little nugget of like, ooh, I see what you're doing here. It kind of
the whole thing from like them like staging a fight on the parking garage and somebody clearly WWE employee getting in with the cell phone cam, and then the interview, and then the end of the interview when Seth just completely drops character makes you think like, wait, is this real? And you know it's not.
Did he though?
He did. There was no well, Matt. No, it was just, hey, Matt, let's talk about your family. Oh, you ain't got one. They left your bitch ass. Bitch. Yeah. I was like, oh.
Is that what you heard? Because he still sounded like Seth Rollins. He didn't put on a black scent by any means. Like, hey, yo, your family's gone.
He wasn't Seth Drippy Rollins, is what Dub said. He just became Seth.
He wasn't like, he wasn't Joker Seth laughing, making jokes about it.
Maniacal. He got serious real quick.
It wasn't maniacal. Yeah, thank you, BA. It was not maniacal. It was straight, hey, you a bitch.
Right. Bitch. What you gonna do about it?
Difference of opinion. I think that still was right within the character. It just wasn't the showman because it was supposed to be off camera. So why would he play it up that way? It was just like, no, well, your family left you. How about that, you little bitch? And he's like, go come find me then. Come find me. He didn't go like that was it. To me, it felt all within the Seth Rollins character.
In character, Seth would have laughed as he said that.
If he knew he was like being recorded. That was the whole thing. It was supposed to be off record. So like the big showmanship is not necessary. You're like, look, the camera's off now. I'm just about to shit on you some more because it's fun and I am a sick person. That's where it felt the same to me. I mean, that's tomato. It's the minutia. Let's not get in the weeds. I just think you're wrong. But one person was that a little too much self for you? I'm sorry. Other than that, though, what are you guys thinking about for this match? Is it gonna go? Do you think Seth gets his first win in like 3 years, or no?
See, with
I mean,
I think it's
technically he did get some wins over the Street Profits, but that don't really count. I mean, like big feud wins.
So, Ian, in my viewings of WWE matches, obviously we all know they are scripted to a point, but like sometimes like this, you strike lightning in a bottle with real life beef, like Rollins and Riddle have, and the other times it can just fall flat on your face and it can blow up like an AEW ring.
Like a bottle rocket.
Yeah. Or it's gonna blow up like what's gonna happen in my pants after I watched wrestling for 48 hours this week. So not really sure, but we're gonna go with it. I really hope.
Sorry, Gabe. It's gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be a prune in your living room after he's done. He's just gonna turn into a prune.
She's gonna look over. Save yourself.
She's just gonna throw a towel at J-Mo and be like, "I'll be back on Tuesday. Clean yourself up.
Clean yourself up.
Jesus.
Clean yourself up. You're dead."
It's funny you guys mentioned that because she's going to New York on Friday because her great aunt died. So I'm all by myself. I'm just gonna rent an IV bag.
It's about to be like risky business. Just no underwear for J-Mo. This is sliding.
J-Mo, Jergens, and wrestling.
The real 3 J's.
And you guys want to come down to Columbus this weekend?
No.
House party?
Absolutely not.
That's a party of one.
Exactly. You do you, J-Mo, literally.
Back to
Anyway, you got to make a party of 5 graphic and just like scratch out all the heads except for one and put J-Mo's head on it.
Just
put them all, every one of them,
or just put my picture on all 5 of them.
Or you can just put the 5 different lubrications you're going to be using, like Jergens, KY, Vaseline, cocoa butter.
Put it right over Jennifer Love Hewitt's face. It's just KY.
Miller Lite. What?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yes.
But back to my point.
Riddle.
These matches either work or they fall flat. In this case, I hope Riddle and Rollins have the ability to be professional enough as wrestlers and pull this thing off. Because honestly, it could be the match of the weekend if it's booked right.
Well, 2 things there, J-Mo.
Got a point there.
1, they kind of squashed their beef already, which is why they've worked together so much recently. 2, I don't think this match ends clean. I think it ends as like a no contest. They end up fighting outside for so long that just like, all right, well, we're going to throw this out. And then you cut back to Jimmy Smith. Well, we're going to try to get control of the situation, guys. As he likes to be very loud at all times. And then they just go to the next match, honestly. And then you just see them, they just keep fighting and they keep fighting. And then they're fighting on the plane. Another plane ride from hell, but no Ric Flair dick slinger.
So this just becomes Peter Griffin versus the champion.
Yep.
On site. Immediately.
On site.
Forever.
Well,
that
I would have no problem if they just did that all the time.
They're fighting in a castle. Maybe swords will get involved. They'll start sword fighting.
Somebody will find Angela.
Yeah, stabbing. They're going to get on horses and joust each other.
There you go.
That would be dope. I am so down for a joust. Have y'all ever seen the movie A Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
Great
long
movie.
time, but yes, I have.
That's still like one of the really good movies of like the mid 2000s. Like I love that movie.
That was a TNT staple
so
for
I
a
would
long
like to see a joust. Anytime I see a joust, actually, sorry, break, because we were talking about castles and shit. House of Dragons, that was a thing. They did some jousting. I was like, and my girl was like, "Hey man, this is so cool." I was like, "Have you ever seen A Knight's Tale, bro?" I hit her with the same shit. She's like, "No, what is that?" I was like, "Don't worry about it. We're watching it."
That was like a TNT staple before the MCU came along, and
it was. But well, that then Blade 2.
Yep.
Yeah, Blade 2.
That's literally
forever on TNT.
Ever.
Yeah. Now it's MCU and Star Wars.
Yep.
Pretty much.
It's like TNT, Ant-Man, Infinity War, every day.
Return of the Jedi.
If AEW isn't on, Ant-Man, AEW. Like, all right, cool, great lead in. But
I mean, anything's a better lead in
I mean,
than The Big Bang Theory, but never.
I disagree.
I'd watch Ant-Man 100 times for a lead in to Dynamite.
I would too, but the numbers don't lie. Big Bang Theory it spawned its own fucking MCU like spinoff. And I don't watch that shit either, but guess what? It's getting numbers.
I say a lot of motherfuckers.
Numbers. I mean, John Cena has a platinum album. Is he a top 20 rapper?
Oh.
Off of one album?
I'm doing this with you.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. Respect is gangster. Again, another doctor of thugonomics. I don't have it.
Is there another doctor you're going to reference there?
No. I just really wanted to say that. I was just working on random segues into other things that make no sense.
Hey.
No.
But I really enjoyed the little backstage promo. I think that's going to be good. Honestly, I think this whole card is pretty damn good.
Oh yeah.
Y'all want to just get into the Clash card, or we got to talk about Raw a little more?
J-Mo, you got your notes. Where are your notes at?
Yeah,
you're taking notes.
Copious amounts of notes.
Right. Let me open the scroll of notes I have real quick.
Right, the scroll of J-Mo.
Come on, J-Mo. You keep telling us you're taking notes.
Get
your rap bars
really
off.
quick. Quick rundown here. Profits.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Quick rundown of the
I was about
whole
to say,
show that
quick
everyone
rundown.
watched for 3 hours.
30 minutes later.
We forgot to touch on one thing: the Edge and Angle backstage segment.
That was funny. That was funny.
That was great.
I still
great way to bring Angle in and touch on
and
something from the
I'm
past.
also gonna say Kurt looks like he could have one more
clearly.
match for the record. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
He wants one more match.
He's in shape for one. He's ready to go. I know, E-Ray, you don't want to see that neck get broken
No.
again, but
No, not for the 8th time. That man, like, the Street Profits almost made him relapse.
true.
Can we never, like, on stage, you almost, look, what they didn't show you is going to be like 10 years from now when they do another Kurt Angle documentary. They're going to cite that particular little fucking
That
stint,
moment.
and it's going to be like, he tasted a little bit of Hennessy. And it sent him back into a binge for like the next 3
He's
years.
still drinking out that
Weeks
We Want to
his
Smoke
family
cup.
up.
Kurt gonna turn into an old black man this time because he wasn't drinking Hennessy his first go around.
I mean, or his second. I'll say this is Bender number like 5. He was off. But I will say no. He washed it out. He washed his mouth out with some milk. And yeah, I love the Street Profits gear. They're still the best dressed wrestlers like in the biz right now.
Random fact: Bianca
week to
makes all
week.
their gear.
Really?
What?
Jamming. Yeah, because she makes her own gear too.
That's dope.
So genius. That's what you
Damn
need.
creatives
Whenever you got a
creating.
woman, right? Whenever your woman can do some shit for you, I'm not paying Sasha Banks' husband. Fuck them. Fuck you. My own woman to do it. She know my insane
God.
rather intimately.
Yeah, she do.
Oh man.
I would hope.
That's all I need.
I mean,
but no, the Street Profits gear.
and their gear is really simple. I mean, they just pick a sports team in the town they're going in, and it just pops like crazy. I think it's. I mean, I know we've seen it all around, but it's a pretty genius idea.
It is.
It's an old idea, but I mean.
And I hate the Steelers, but I buy a pair of those shorts.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Man.
It's a genius pop because every city, and then I mean again, because we love jerseys, we like to see sports teams. They're playing into that, and it looks cool. Like if it looked corny, that would be a difference. But their merch is good, but they have the coolest shit, and we don't even get to see it. I don't know if y'all talked about it at all, but the Kurt Angle and Gable interaction.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That was dope.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I wrote up my notes.
Yep.
My notes, my copious notes.
If we were to get one more Kurt match, that's the only person I would want to see it with is Gable. I wouldn't want to see him wrestle anyone else.
Right. Because he will protect him, but also probably break his neck with that rolling deadlift suplex.
Nah, he would
on his
do
neck.
that.
He kills him. Yes, he would.
Oh,
you
yeah,
have to. And Kurt's gonna be
Oh
like,
yeah, he would ask
got
you to. Yeah, Kurt is a
Kurt is
psycho.
the same person who convinced Brock Lesnar to do a shooting star press. He said, "You remember you used to do that show in the Indies? That'll kill here. That'll kill right here when you was in FCW. You doing
WrestleMania
that?
20. You got
Do
to
it
do
here."
Or
And he was like,
19, whatever.
"Yeah, snap! Oh God, I'm dead." Like, Kurt Angle is a whore for the crowd, which I love.
He's
I
a
say
whore
that
for pain.
Respectfully, two things can be true. Like, I think it's great, but at the same time, he's gonna do it, and especially for his last match, because the last thing he did before that was with the Shield when he came out looking crazy. He looked scary. I was like, I don't like this. But
No, wasn't
yeah, I
his
would
retirement
definitely-
match Baron Corbin?
Yeah, where he was the conquistador.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I tried to wipe that out of my brain. So the last thing I remember that I respect was with the Shield when he came out with the Shield.
Because we were there.
Some type of disease happened or something. I don't remember. It's weird. Everybody was sick or something. I can't remember. I don't know. Whatever. Bottom line, everybody got the flu or something, blew their nose, had diarrhea. Who knows? Who cares? Chad Gable is a legend in the making. I hope now that Trips is in effect. That's the biggest thing about this. I've heard certain people go on these diatribes and say, "Oh my gosh, the honeymoon period is over with Trips." Bullshit.
No.
Bull fucking shit. Because there, and I mean, and I will say this. I want to say it's probably because they don't love every single thing. But you got to remember, these are the same people that were watching 3 hours of Raw every week, trying to find ways to justify why the product was still good. And now you're going to tell me because they set up a plagued championship between the women's titles that the honeymoon phase is over?
You know when I think the honeymoon phase is over and like the real work is going to begin? Right after Survivor Series. Because think about wrestling in December.
Fresh year.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Wrestling in December is rough, leading up to day one.
Ugh.
I think.
You think they keep day one?
Oh, yeah, they are.
They've advertised
it's happening.
Yeah. Brock's on the poster for it,
which is crazy.
Don't tell me that.
He definitely is.
But I will say this: Trips has already been stated to not really be a big fan of the part-timer shit. So it may just be the spectacle matches, but it's not going to be like, oh, let's put a title on here. Like that's going to be the difference. Yeah. I don't mind if I see Brock versus some random guy. That'd be fun.
How about Brock Edge?
But with it
only happen once.
Just as long as no titles are involved, I'm perfectly fine. I love that. Yeah. Like I watched Edge's recent doc as well. A&E doing a great job. Really cool to see like so much shit documented from him in his first match. Love that as well. So yeah, I tried to watch Rey Mysterio, but I thought I was gonna see Dominic. I turned that shit off. Couldn't
the Ray one is probably because BA history talking here. The Ray one is probably the most entertaining one of them all. So because that's the most I've learned. That one and the Lex Luger ones where I learned the most. I highly recommend watching Ray, and you don't see Dominic till the end. So.
Oh my god!
You don't see any Dominic till like
now. I'm gonna be thinking about it.
But you do see Aaliyah Mysterio, who is different from the Aaliyah who is now women's tag champ.
We're not gonna talk about that on the show.
Which I had to educate BA on. Just blew that man's mind. He was like, "Wait, what?" He's over here talking about nepotism.
I would have taken to the craps table my entire bank account that they were the same. That was Aaliyah Mysterio that won the tag titles.
Don't worry,
yes.
My girl has said some of the funniest shit. Yes, my girl has said some of the funniest shit, and I just was like, no. and I was like, I'll bet you. And she's like, no. And she died on that hill just like you. I feel it. So those are the people you gotta take advantage of because they're stupid.
I am because I am Ari and you are Taylor. So is what it is. Yeah, it's crazy.
So with that being said, Aaliyah the wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Aaliyah the wrestler.
Person,
Aaliyah
and Raquel. What
Dub
they change
thinks
your last
about her
name?
way too much.
I do.
Rodriguez.
There you go. Are your new women's tag champs? Shocker? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smiles, a.k.a. Hip Hop Adam Schefter, a.k.a. LaJosh James, a.k.a. for all the ladies, the Chocolate Sauce Bandit. You already know what it is. Tune into an Audible Ruckus every week. And don't forget to check out my 2 shows at Shot vs. Smiles and Music Impulse on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, whatever. Tune in. It's your boy Smiles, and I'm out.
Yeah, this is the only misstep Trips has really taken so far.
I don't think it's a misstep, BA.
I don't.
How are we gonna justify this? Because I know why. I know
there's 2 black queens.
I know where you're going.
Dub, you gotta build some suspense first, man. You've been doing this for a long time. I get it. You're eager. You want to just jump in there. But no, you gotta like foreplay it, Dub. You know,
take her to dinner first.
I was never good at double dutch.
You just bust her down.
Right. Fucking creep.
Let me get mine. Your Uber's outside.
Right. Right.
Get out.
Checks in the mail.
I told him to take the scenic route.
Yeah, like the biggest thing here is I didn't like it, but much like we're gonna talk about in AEW, the setup is not necessarily as obvious, but it makes sense when you kind of let it play out. So with this win, number one, I think it like literally telegraphs Naomi and Sasha Banks coming back. I think it's like a foregone conclusion, and you wouldn't want to put the belts on Io and Dakota because they are like formidable, and that would be great. So how would you put it and put them against Naomi and Sasha, and then have them lose? Then that's gonna mess up that faction. Mm-hmm. It's gonna kind of bury them. And on the other end of the spectrum, if they come back and they lost to them, you don't necessarily need to put Io and Dakota over. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna do it themselves. They're great. Now they have some room to play when it comes to Rodriguez and Aaliyah. Like, you get a big back pose, as I affectionately call her. You get to do some cool shit where it's like, okay, because I think they said there was like a dirt sheet report that said Sasha was supposed to be there. Maybe not. I'm not going to debate that.
I sent that in the group chat.
But, I mean, it looks like it was something there as well. I thought it was because of the way they popped the pyro and all this extra shit. I thought you were just going to see certain kind of her in the wings or something like that. That would have been cool. Or the music was going to play. But, yeah, why not push it off to Cardiff Castle or even a little bit after that? I'm perfectly fine for any of those. But the bottom line is Aaliyah and Big Back Pose can take a loss. Mm-hmm. And no one would care because no one really is like, oh, it's a great champion. Or they can actually lose. Naomi and Sasha lose to them. That breaks up that tag team because you don't necessarily need it. And then they actually go off to do meaningful shit. And then that establishes a new tag team of Big Chuck and Little John. Either way.
Big Chuck, Little John.
For those of not in the Cleveland area, Big Chuck is a normal sized man. Little John is a little person.
Yeah.
Not that
but
one.
They looked.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I do have a question for you, E. So when we see Banks and Naomi, are they going to have their tag team titles like we saw like when Punk came back against and he fought John and they both had the belts? Are we going to see that?
They left those behind when they left. That's
they put
well
documented.
documented.
They put their belts on the table
and they're going to say
out.
Those are rightfully ours.
Okay.
They're going to just say it.
Okay.
You wouldn't bring like, oh, give me some more belts because there's no interim. They're
right.
Like, we know the games that was played. It was a little bit different. So
just asking.
There was no injuries. Yeah, good.
It's a fair question.
An interesting question, but I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Usually, you see that card is when the said person has like gotten hurt, like when Shawn Michaels lost his smile, or when fucking.
But Punk wasn't hurt though. Remember, he just took his ball and.
He was hurt. That's what he said. He was going away. He said he had a promo.
No. I'm talking about WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you talking about recent.
Oh no, that was a different. That's like a signing thing. That was the whole thing. It built up to, hey, I'm not signing. I'm going to take the title and I'm leaving. They built that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The way they did Naomi and them, very different.
Naomi.
Also, random
Sasha
thought.
literally vacated those belts and walked out the door. Those are still those same belts. Punk took that belt and went home. So then they had to make another belt. Thus, Punk coming back, he had that actual belt.
Okay.
Yeah. One random thing. I mean, I don't think this is likely because literally every time you've seen them since they've left WWE, they've been together. But what if they just didn't acknowledge that shit at all, and they signed Sasha back and Naomi back, and then they just start like doing other shit? Like Sasha just pops up, and then she starts going after, let's say after Bianca beats up on whoever, then it's like, here comes Sasha, and she just pops up, and that's the next challenger, or whatever the case may be. Like, or if she goes ahead and, anything,
so I would like it, like,
whichever.
if Sasha comes back and she just goes right after Bianca, like, yo, I want my belt back. And also, it's still fuck Bayley, too. Like, I would appreciate her keeping that same energy for both of them. So then that way, in that type, when that, like, 3-person thing for the title, you can let the fans decide whether Sasha's the heel or the face. Because she's going after the face and Bianca, but she's also going after the heel and Bayley. And then that way you can steer her character. I think that would be great. I don't really know what she would do with Naomi. Like, that would be the issue, because she wasn't doing much on her singles run before they put her in that tag team. So, but SmackDown needs a lot of help in their women's division, in my opinion. So there's options.
What? You don't believe in Liv Morgan carrying the belt?
I like Liv. I think they should have hot-shotted her the belt and then hot-shotted it right off her. Give her the moment, and then just take it off her, and then let her build back up to it. Because as you've seen from her run, she's not ready for it.
I won! There, here come the Miz. Bitch, get off of here.
But I'm saying, like, as you've seen from her run, she's not ready for it. But like, the fans were ready for her moment. So capitalize on the moment and then get the belt off of her. Which is what I think. Why I think Shayna should take it, and then you finally get the Shayna Ronda, a rivalry that we've deserved for so long.
Oh, that is necessary, and I don't even like Shayna Baszler like that.
Her NXT title run was.
I love Shayna Baszler, man. I'm a big mark for Shayna.
I know.
I think she's really
like,
good.
y'all hate, and vice versa.
That's
I'm
really
good.
Good,
Yeah.
like,
I don't like Shayna Baszler either.
She's the only one that can legitimately, like, I think, like, really scares people. Like, she fits the part of
She
it.
scares me because I.
We're trying to stay out of the penalty box.
Penalty box hasn't been used in weeks.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm working on myself, guys. No, but my biggest thought about Shayna Baszler, especially her NXT run, I thought it was super lackluster. I think the best match she had was probably against Kairi Sane, and that was because Kairi Sane was working her ass off.
Shayna
they should have actually put the belt on Bianca.
Shayna doesn't make you care. That's the issue.
She's boring.
It's super.
Yeah, I will say, like, her
boring.
having a long run with that title gave some legitimacy to it, because she was the best wrestler in that division. So when you look back, you're like,
I couldn't tell from the ring work.
What?
That's the problem for me.
I think her ring work is stellar.
You like her because you just don't want to get choked out by her, Dub.
Well,
that's his kink.
Yeah, that's true.
He likes
that's
that.
true. Yeah,
we don't kink shame on this pod.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say I disagree, because and maybe it's not her ring work is bad. It just doesn't do it for me. So everything is super groundwork. It's like work a limb. It's very slow and marauding, and I don't have the patience
because she
for
has
that.
a shooter
If it's not like that's fine, but this is wrestling. Give me like a multitude of things. Just because you got a background, like fucking Bad Bunny is a singer. He's a rapper. Should he have just came in there like fucking Scott Pilgrim? Oh, I am Matthew Patel. I don't give a fuck what you did before. Give me some entertainment.
And that's what he did.
She had a shooter background.
Yes.
Kurt Angle is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. If he just sat there and like circled around dudes and humped them for 18 hours, I would be bored as fuck. Like, get that shit off my TV. That is not what he did. Kurt Angle developed and evolved his game from his background. Shayna Baszler, from what they allowed us to see of her, did not. It was very like, put them in an arm bar. Okay, sweep them. Now work them on the ground and twist them. The coolest thing she did was like twist your arm and step on it. But even that kind of got passe over time. My issue is, it just wasn't as exciting as previous champs like Asuka. I seen Asuka's main thing was the Asuka lock, but she could actually work like a really good style. Io Shirai, great worker, like, and very entertaining. Bayley, still my favorite NXT Women's Championship run, because she fought a different person every time and worked a different style every time, depending on that person, whether it was Nia Jackson breaking her down like that, or whether it was Sasha Banks and them just going blow for blow like Shawn and Razor. That shit was crazy. Like, the things that they did, that's what brought me into it, and that's what got me excited. I'm sorry because I'm passionate about this, but
still real to me,
fucking
Kevin.
Shayna Baszler, the best thing that she had was her music.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah. Now here comes the bing bing. Forward.
Yeah.
Is it over yet? Oh, okay. She won again. Great.
Yeah, I think you and I could put on a more entertaining match.
I doubt it.
I mean, what would you rather have, E-Ray? Would you rather have a Ronda Rousey match? I know your answer's going to be neither, but why would you? I mean, I don't know. She's not that bad to me. As far as the former MMAs coming into wrestling.
Not that bad is a big difference from I like her work.
I like her character. I like her character.
There we go.
That's what sells me on
and
Shayna.
I'm okay with that.
She's a badass. She used to wrestle in UFC, and that's why she behaves the way she does in the ring. I agree with you. She's a very one-dimensional wrestler.
I like her ring work way more than her character. Her character is the problem to me because she doesn't make you care about the feuds at all.
She just whoops ass.
You just like, oh, okay, well, Shayna's gonna win, but should I care like at all?
I agree with parts of what both of you guys are saying, honestly, because I don't care about her feuds often. She actually, like the last time she was in a meaningful feud, it was with Alexa Bliss, where a doll was chasing her. And she's like, oh God, I was like, I forgot about that. But her voice also needs some work, but she's better than Ronda. That's the thing. And
that's a low bar.
It is, but I mean, hey, I was like, Shayna. Yeah, it's some things there, and I'm not trying to hate on Shayna Baszler because I really enjoy, like, I think she can keep evolving and be better, but I think because they put the championship on her so early, it was just like, all right, just do what you're doing, and then give her a chance to, like, figure it out. Bianca is so great right now is because they constantly rejected her from winning a fucking belt when she should have won. Like, Bianca should have won a million times. I was in the crowd about to beat the shit out of some racist idiot because he said, "Oh, she's what did he say? She's so
she's a."
Oh, he probably used code words like undisciplined,
some colloquialism. That I was like, "Hey, hold up, homie. No, hey, hold up, homie. You ain't in the gang. You ain't gang. Beat your ass right now." And he was like, "Oh God. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
oh God.
What did he say? He was like, she's so ratchet or something."
Oh, yeah,
and then they just like her talking about her hair weave and some random white man. I was like, I'm about to beat the shit out of you. Me and Rico would attest to this. It was a great time. We shut him the fuck up and he sat down for the rest of the show. It was like, oh, we'll beat your ass. Like right now.
There you go.
And Bianca should have won that evening. That was TakeOver Phoenix. Great time, by the way. She should have won then.
That was when
so many times she should have won.
Sandra
and she
Roberts
never
said
did.
she didn't
That's
deserve
where
that
the
main event spot.
But that's what the story is. That's how you tell a story. You go circle back around. I know Shayna's in there now. Shayna wins the belt. Then she talks some shit. You know the shakeup is coming. Her and Bianca start talking shit to each other because, hey, you've never beaten me. Bam. There you go. And champion. They definitely can put on a match now. It's not going to cost them anything because guess what? It's Survivor Series. So, yeah, champion versus championship can go. Or Clash of Champions, any of that shit.
I'd be a fan of that. I like that idea. Bravo.
Just saying, if I gotta watch that shit, I'm gonna book it decent.
I think that we can take from this whole Shayna Baszler deep dive we just went into randomly is that they need to work.
Liv ain't winning, y'all.
They need to work on how her character and wrestling style develops moving forward. As it sounds like we all like or tolerate at the very minimum bits and pieces of what she does, but I think it's fair to say that if they, I think it's fair to say that if they put the whole picture together with her, that she would be a much better useful superstar in the WWE.
I think her story, or her coming story with Ronda, is gonna be what pushes her, to a point where we're all like, this is pretty good. If she can get to that point, that'll be the thing that pushes her there. But
I'm there for that because pretty much, you can't get me to go like with Ronda. So if I gotta watch Shayna Baszler like cut some and Ronda try to cut a bad promo on her, I'm gonna like Shayna Baszler even more. And a lot of people do, because again, I know a lot of people that really enjoyed that Baszler NXT run. I stand my ground. I wasn't a fan, but I understand. Like I said, one of my favorite things is when I think it was Kairi Sane and her was going at it, and she had her like in a suplex position, and then she swung it into the Kirifuda clutch. I was like, that is fucking beautiful. That was the most coolest thing I've seen her do to date. That's why I need more things, because that was about 5 years ago. Just saying. But more Cardiff Castles.
More Cardiff Castles.
What other matches?
I'm trying to think. Was there anything else from Raw that you guys kind of want to touch on at all? Anything you can think of?
I can't. I think we can move on to the Clash.
Dom and Rhea's mad sexual innuendo. Oh. Did anybody talk about that?
No, we ain't getting into
Dom wants smooch.
Yeah, he does. He wants more than smooch.
Dom got it between them thighs once and just
Dom wants
all
scissor,
downhill
scissor.
from here.
Lost his mind.
I get it.
No, I mean, he's a real man.
Yeah,
he's becoming. He said he's becoming one before our eyes.
Look, I didn't know. Like, I'm not a WWE wrestler, and I'm definitely not a WWE writer. But it seems like they just draw inspiration from anything. Because I swear, if you put this side by side with Jason Biggs and American Pie, same scene.
Yeah.
He came out. He had a stick in his hand, and she was like, "So the the expression is shaved." She grabbed his kendo stick, and he went, "Ah!" And I was like, "Oh no, Dom, clean up."
I got a story about that part that I'm going to tell off air because I don't want to go in the penalty box right now. But yes, a fear of mine in that scene.
Yeah, it was like that cracked me up because I was like, "Why she grab the tip of his kendo stick and he's holding it like this, like, and he's just sitting there like in anticipation." She grabs like, "It's okay," and she just took it from him. He's like, Then everybody came in and she went crazy, like, "Come on!" I was like, I love this. Everything that Rhea Ripley does.
She's over like, "Come on!" Dom's like, "I did."
Right. Again?
But let me just ask y'all this. Again? 3 years ago, did you ever think that Rhea Ripley would be this cool? Because you just seen her fucking wearing, I don't know, puzzly shit and like, it was so bad.
Nope.
They just had her doing the same. Like, it goes to show you, sometimes you connect with the people, and Vince, that was another call up that he just didn't understand. He's like, yeah, do your thing again. Just keep doing it. And she's wearing like patent leather and got like the little, the jigsaw mask guy on her gear. And I'm like, this is stupid. And it felt like she was supposed to be bad, but we didn't care. Mm-hmm. Now she just feels like a dope, cool bad guy. Love it.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smiles, a.k.a. Hip Hop Adam Schefter, a.k.a. LaJosh James, a.k.a. for all the ladies, the Chocolate Sauce Bandit. You already know what it is. Tune into an Audible Ruckus every week. And don't forget to check out my 2 shows at Shot vs. Smiles and Music Impulse on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, whatever. Tune in. It's your boy Smiles, and I'm out.
I love it so much.
That's fair. I mean, 3 years ago, I didn't see anything like this coming. I was just like, I was already a fan. I'm like, her NXT run was great. I heard her NXT UK run was pretty good.
You didn't see it?
Never saw it. Never saw it. Never saw her matches with Toni Storm in NXT UK. Never saw. No. But yeah, no.
Rhea Ripley became cool when she dyed her hair. Because remember, it was just like blonde, and she kind of looked like a beefed up version of Alexa Bliss, and she cut her hair and dyed it black, and then you're like, all right, I can kind of see it.
In NXT?
No, this is right when she got. It was right at her end of NXT run. She dyed her hair.
Yeah. but then Vince took everything we liked about her. It was cool and
ruined it. Yeah.
So that's what I meant. That's what I'm getting
now,
at. Like, she's been on the main roster for a couple years.
I know. Yeah.
And it wasn't. And it was like, man, I didn't see her getting back to it because it's like he stripped her of her coolness, but it was just like a caricature of Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
So I was like, why am I watching this? And I'm like, this is so bad. And everything she did felt like it was supposed to be good or supposed to be bad. And it just didn't connect. Now I think she's enjoying what she's doing. And I think a lot of people in WWE are enjoying what they're doing. And you're getting a lot more of it. So I'm happy with it. I like the weird innuendo. I hope Dom just, instead of becoming like a part of the Judgment Day, I hope he just becomes like her submissive. And he just follows her around and does her bidding. That should be dope. Be her lackey. And he just start wearing like emo hair like Spider-Man 3. Start shooting the finger guns at people wearing a black suit. It should be hard.
Carrying cross gag ball. No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No.
Edge and Ray catch him in the locker room, listen to Dance. Yep.
Yeah. Then he looks up like, Dom, what are you listening to? And he looks up and he has like eyeliner on. Dance. What, Dad?
I love it.
You don't even understand me.
I love it. And then as he's in the Judgment Day,
Emo Dom,
he doesn't even listen to Finn.
Emo Dom is the best Dom.
Like, Dom doesn't listen to Finn or Damien. He just looks at Rhea all the time.
I'm telling you, just a little lackey. Like, shit. Every great movie that I like about vampires or some shit where they just make a familiar and it's just a person that does their bidding. Might be a ghoul, like Vampire in Brooklyn.
Classic.
So he's just like, oh yeah, man, yeah. And his fingers start falling off. I don't need Dom's body parts to start falling off. But it would be cool just to have him. Like, that's the only way I can accept him in the Judgment Day. Like, his whole goal is just to serve Rhea Ripley. Be fucking lit.
Yeah.
Let me book Dom's territory. I would make him such a cooler guy. And that way, we ain't even got to see him wrestle for real. He ain't got to do, like, some Eddie Guerrero shit. He ain't got to do no Rey Mysterio shit. He just would be there. He wear a suit, all dark. And then he kind of dressed like, what's our boy name?
Santos?
From NXT 2.0. No, Schism.
Oh, Joe Gacy.
Yes. He just dressed him like Joe Gacy. And then he just follow her around. And then he just start attacking people viciously. Like, no real wrestling moves. Just attack them. I'd watch that so much. I'd be so entertained with that. And then every once in a while you have like Finn, like, you better get your boy. And then be fucking dope. I'd love it. Sorry, that's the only way I get excited about Dom on my team.
You guys heard it here first. E-Ray is a Dom Mysterio fan. There it is.
There's a lot of booking to get there.
Dom Mysterio needs me, right? You gotta get me to write your character. I'll strip you of all that goofy
Let's be
shit.
real. We all know.
Like I booked Roman Reigns.
We all know that. Everybody
years ago.
Everybody in wrestling.
Look at him. Now he has.
pod.
Now he has 8 years of championship reigns thanks to my ideas. Look, Dom, next WWE champion because of me? Maybe. Who knows? Just
definitely possible.
You heard it here first. E-Ray's booking Dom to beat Montez Ford for the WWE title.
A year from now at WrestleMania.
I'm just
nepotism.
Just pushing. Just out here pushing narratives. You know how it is. You know how it is. Yeah, we all know like the whole wrestling industry listens to the pod because we explained how we were not a fan of the rehash of Punk and Mox going into AEW All Out. Tony Khan heard us, did a line of coke, and said, all right, Punk, we're going to have to really sell this. So, last night on AEW, we got some really good promos from both guys. First question I got for all three of you, who had the better promo, Mox or Punk? J-Mo, starting with you. I think I know your answer. J-Mo, your mic is muted, so
sorry.
You to unmute yourself.
I think it was John Moxley.
Oh,
we all know Punk. We all know Punk is a promo machine. He's given us some of the best promos in wrestling history. But the John Moxley promo, because it's I don't know. Moxley doesn't talk a lot. He just fights and beats up on Asians. and that's all he does. And the promo he gave was very good. It felt real. I enjoyed Punk's promo so much that I just bought All Out immediately after the promo. So
ridiculous.
Here you go, Uncle TK.
Strongest Mark Henry.
Wrestling works on J-Mo more than anybody else I've ever met.
It's out of hand.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You like it, I love it, J-Mo.
World's strongest Mark. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to clear up. I'm gonna stop creating this narrative that Moxley beats up Asians.
It's not a fucking narrative.
I'm about to
so
say.
I don't think
he's making a 12-minute YouTube clip of him just choking out, beating up, blading all over Asian.
Y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all didn't let me finish.
Fair enough.
I said I'm gonna stop this narrative of him just beating up Asian people. I think it just happens to happen. Coincidence?
No. He spent all of 2020 on fucking Dynamite calling out in New Japan wrestlers that no one else in the world fucking knew because no one saw those matches at 4 a.m. in the morning. Shut the fuck up, J-Mo. No one else saw those fucking matches. He's like, hey, Naito, hey, Suzuki, hey, you, come to AEW so I can choke you out.
Those are legendary deathmatch people. That's his thing. But not to mention, last night, not for nothing, speaking of great promos, before when he signed that contract, he said, hey, even some of you guys from New Japan. I started laughing immediately. I was like, look, he's trying to beat us more. Like, you just couldn't help it. You relapsed.
I thought the same thing when he said that shit.
Just give me one of them. I was like, oh, gosh.
You can't help yourself.
Like, this is crazy. But I kind of missed a little bit of the CM Punk promo. I came in and dude who collected the contract was just yelling at him. Say it! I was like, what is happening here? This is a little weird. But, I mean, I like CM Punk's promo, but yeah, I like Moxley just talking his shit. He just has a little bit more swagger to him. And it's like,
is it the shoulder shimmy?
I don't care. A little bit. It's kind of working for me, man. Fucking Wild Thing. Yeah.
Fucking hate
I'm with it. I'm marking out.
There are two songs to get white people turned up: Wild Thing and Mr. Brightside. Play that in a party. I guarantee we'll all go nuts.
What the fuck is Mr. White?
Mr. Brightside.
I mean Brightside.
The Killers, Mr. Brightside.
You know Mr. Brightside if you heard it.
Guarantee I do. But the White Stripes.
Yeah, that one too. Seven Nation Army. Yeah, that gets us really going. Yeah.
They like, I'm going to Wichita. Yeah.
Wichita, Kansas.
Like, fucking insane. Love that.
BA. Which one do you like more?
Is E-Ray done? I know E-Ray was gone still.
Yeah.
Right, sweet.
There's more shenanigans.
Mox. I hate that. I'm surprised J-Mo said Mox. I know he's Punk can sell it, but I didn't feel like it was Punk's promo sounded like a promo, and I say that as like a slight because he was saying stuff I heard before. He's kind of like, I feel like he's trying to kind of play up Mox. This is why he's making him a better champion by the way he's behaving. And to J-Mo's point, when he said Mox doesn't really talk, I think that champion Mox is about to be your talker. He's about to be talking shit, getting his promo work off, to be more of that fighting champion type stuff. Because he said something about he's fighting for AEW. Again, he didn't say like Paige did in that the promo that set all this bullshit off.
Nasty
promo. Right. But he just said it in a way like I'm here to just fight type shit. So I like Mox's promo a lot better. Another thing that bothered me about CM Punk's promo, which is another thing that bothers me about AEW, which we've talked about ad nauseum on this show, about the random callbacks to people that we should know about, but we've never seen before. And producer guy was a very good example of that ran out. And I'm not.
Oh my god! It's Steely Dan.
Who? Ace
Ace
something or some shit.
AC Slater. it's fucking Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. He's coming in there It's all right because he's saved by the bell. He's got the contract.
He's got the contract. What is he gonna do
Like,
with the
what?
phone?
And then he just looks at the screen. Guys,
Right.
like,
Time out. Everybody
happening?
freezes.
Right.
But that, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm kind of picking on Punk when I say that because these dudes went back to Ring of Honor or some shit, and I'm just like, once again, just like the way people book their matches, the reason this guy's coming out here trying to be like Punk's like coach all of a sudden, it's unnecessary. But for some reason, they felt that it was. I think this is all shoot. I think he's just trying to put Mox over as much as possible. And I'm not mad at it. And
So you think it's a shoot, not a work?
I mean, this is a work. I apologize. I was using the terminology.
I was
wrong.
confused for a second.
My bad, listeners. I do know the difference.
What the wrestlers say? You fucking Mark, stop using our terms.
You can call me.
Idiot.
Yeah,
That's what
I
they
deserve
say.
it for that one. But to answer the question again, to bring it back full circle, Mox's promo was way better. Yeah, I'm more excited to see what happens with Mox, and I'm kind of waiting for just make Punk a heel already. Like, come on, man. I feel like he was going to.
Are you rooting for him?
Before all the bullshit happened? Now they don't want to make him a heel because of what that's going to look like with the narrative that's being created backstage. So I don't know, man. But that's what needs to happen.
Seems like perfect
Yeah,
time.
I would lean all the way
personally.
into it.
I agree,
Yeah.
but
Let me ask you
it's
this.
like Punk doesn't want to though. It seems like he doesn't want to.
I mean, he wants to.
Look,
then why is everybody
J-Mo has random consultations with CM Punk. I just had dinner.
right?
with him
Me,
last night. He told
me, and
me guys.
AJ, all in Punk.
Phil,
Yeah.
Steely Dan,
Larry. He brought Larry the dog.
He knows his dog's name. See, that's good shit, J-Mo. But
He mentions his dog's name.
Oh, I know.
on what? Not
Yeah, he
AEW pay-per-view
Random
TV.
podcast interviews.
When he first came back, he talked about walking his dog.
I didn't know his dog's name was Larry until last night during that promo, to be honest with you. Because he said he couldn't walk Larry. I'm like, oh, Larry must be his dog.
I wasn't going to even take any guesses. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. But I really thought that this was such a all-American, ultra babyface promo from CM Punk in Chicago. Like, all they needed to do is put like a Chicago glizzy in his head. Oh,
Right.
yeah! Snap
Pickles
into
and
that,
onion
baby!
everywhere.
Like, put some relish and some fucking, like, all right,
Yeah.
guy. I'm surprised people didn't just like start showering them in fucking Chicago
Well,
dogs.
you saw the one person in the crowd offering up their child.
Yeah. I am Chicago. I am hot dogs. And they just start showering them with relish.
Glizzlies.
Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, this is intense. And his eyes said it all. I was like, okay, this is weird.
And then
But
someone offered up their
that
child.
was my
Take
thought.
my
That's all.
child. My child can be your
He was like,
glizzy.
get that damn baby. He fucking stiff armed that baby. Get that shit out of my
Baby.
face.
Picks
Yeah.
up that baby and drop kicks it like Stinsky did.
Damn.
Poor
A-Dub.
ladies, baby.
Yes.
Is it gonna be a clean sweep?
I don't see any reason for Punk to win. I just don't. Because of
Agree.
No, we said best promo.
Hi,
Who had
stay
better
with
Oh.
us here.
Moxley for sure had a better promo.
Oh,
Yeah.
you lost CM Punk.
Sorry.
Now, does he win off the? He won the promo battle. Does he win the championship? There you go. Now you can leave.
I think Mox should win that championship. Yes, he should retain. Because again, of that shit they pulled. If he was just going to win it all out anyway, why did we do this shit last week? It makes no sense to me. And if Punk wins, then you're in this weird WWE 3 years ago circle of contracted rematch, and you're like, all right, what the fuck is going on here? But in that same vein, you look at the guys in that Casino Battle Royal, unless the Joker is, I don't know, Adam fucking Cole, none of those guys are winning the AEW World Title anytime soon. So
You don't think Dante Martin is coming away with the AEW title?
Penta?
no,
What if the Joker's MJF?
Dark Penta?
if the Joker's MJF, then all right, I'm in. But
I'm still not in. I don't care.
You don't think MJF was good?
I honestly don't. The only way I would care is if the Joker would have to be Will Ospreay, and I would cream my pants.
I like that idea. I do like that idea.
And then I would be like, oh shit, that's not gonna happen.
Will Ospreay in a ladder match with the Lucha Brothers involved
in the title, because he already beat the shit out of such good shit.
So how do we feel about that Ospreay match last night? Also, Will Ospreay and the Steves against.
Hey, I respect those. Those Steves are putting.
Oh, those are some of the best Steves I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Those Steves damn near got names.
I was about to say, good enough to remember their actual names or no?
No.
All right.
Close. I almost remembered the big dude's name when he caught him for that crazy tag team move. I was like, Steve.
Yeah.
Almost.
High level Steve.
But no, that match was really good. I think it technically rivals the first because, rivals their other one with Death Triangle.
Yeah.
But I thought this one had a lot more meat on the bone that they were starting with because you knew the anger and the Kenny storyline. Like, oh shit,
that's right. That's right.
And then him and Kenny, Ospreay and Kenny going back and forth, like countering moves, and Kenny, like, oh shit, he threw Kenny out the ring. Then he goes and does this fucking handspring moonsault out the ring, gets caught, then Snapdragon. I was like, oh, so good. And then Kenny's like, yeah. I popped for that shit because that was just such like the deeper, not just like wrestling for wrestling's sake. I love when people can do some crazy shit, but put a little bit of story into it, and it makes it that much better. So the Bucks, and they hit the fuck is that move? J-Mo, you know.
The Meltzer driver?
The Indie Taker?
Yes, the Meltzer driver.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, it's over. And then they saved it at the last minute.
So E, can I kind of want to piggyback on your point there about those trios matches. So the first match had a lot of individual moves that made me go, oh shit. And I popped like crazy. The second match had a bunch of trio moves where I went, oh shit, and popped like crazy. Those two matches have made me care about the trios tournament. We all know who's going to win those belts. It's a foregone conclusion, pretty much.
Dark Order. No.
I mean, I would give it to the VPs of the company. But Jim, I agree perfectly. Like, when it comes to fast-paced offense, no one does it better than the Lucha Brothers. But when it comes to, hey, let's team up moves, let's do our fusion moves on some DBZ shit, Young Bucks got a monopoly on that shit. Yeah, and then the moves I can pull off with Kenny, like, it was just beautiful. And Will Ospreay is a fucking
not
talent.
to mention, like, the Bucks know how to blend that crazy, ridiculous style with adding a little bit more element of, like, the business of, like, caring. It's not just moves. They do a lot of crazy shit, but they know how to create the drama with it. And that's why I said, we know we give J-Mo a lot of shit for being such a Bucks fan, but realistically, when they are like in there with people who can go, they tell great stories. Like, it's not just a bunch of flippy shit. It's like, let's really bring on like the drama, and people like, oh. But when you're in there a bunch of people that you clearly know they're not going to win against, it's just a bunch of flippy shit and it doesn't hit the same.
I agree.
What I will say is the Ospreay shit like got me. I loved everything about it, and I'm a fan. Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're gonna get, but that shit is popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out.
So you were saying?
Yeah. What? I forgot.
Quantum leaping.
Yeah.
Quantum leaping will do that.
Yeah, but where am I? You're in 1942. Oh shit, Jim Crow! No. I really was just like amazed that they were able to get a lot of this stuff off. I cared a lot about Will Ospreay beating the shit out of everybody and really taking it. But again, I thought that this was the end of the tournament. I thought the trios championship.
Let's be real.
I mean, technically, so that's why I was like, wait, hold up. How is Dark Order? Like, are these other trios? I was like, Jesus, where am I? I don't know what's going on. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, that was just the matchup. That wasn't the end. I was like, oh, shit. That would be dope. So what if, well, I guess they can't do that now, but what if they beat the shit out of the Elite? They can no longer compete, and then they have to take the spots. They beat Dark Order, and then they now go on to be, or whoever's going to be the other team at All Out, and they win.
What if Hangman turns on the Dark Order to rejoin the Elite? Huh?
But why would he do that if the Elite are out of the tournament?
No, I'm throwing your shit out the window. Fuck your shit.
Well, they already lost though.
Who? Dark Order?
No. Dark Order goes against best friends on Rampage.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. That's not as fun to me, but
yeah.
It would be way more fun if, for whatever reason, because they look like they kicked the shit out of Kenny and all of them. They're like, oh, we can't compete anymore. And I was like, due to this, we need Aussie Open to get back in there, United Open, whatever the fuck they are. Steve's and Will Ospreay. Get your ass back in there. And then it's like, okay, we're going to show you guys. Because remember, Kenny was just talking about, we thought somebody who wasn't even from this company was going to win these belts. That put the meat on the bone. Bam, they actually have to go back into it. They beat Dark Order or Best Friends. They talking shit about the championships, and then that gives Kenny and friends more feuding to go for those trio titles again. And it's you get it again. That's why I like that more than I don't care about Hangman butterfly jeans turning sides. Who cares?
What I was hoping that was going to happen is that Adam Cole and the boys jump the winner that wins the Rampage side, and then we get the Elite versus the Undisputed Elite. You know, with Bobby and Kyle, but we know Bobby Fish's contract's not getting renewed, so that's not going to happen.
And he's not getting signed by WWE.
And he's not getting signed by WWE unless it's a coach.
Damn. It's like Bobby Fish has to take his ball and go home too.
Yeah, I'd go home. His wife's pretty hot. I'd go home too. So,
peach basket.
Yeah,
you gotta take his peach basket and his ball and go home. He was the first ever. He invented basketball. If you didn't know that.
So all right, so Bobby Fish is not having his contract renewed, but there's some rumor of a requested release. Guys, the rumors are running rampant that Malachi Black has requested his release. Tony says they're enjoying Glizzlies together in the house of Glizzlies. But
it's clearly false. Like he's like, we're in Chicago eating Chicago dogs together. He said we're at a complete. He was like, I don't know. One of my friends told me this, but it's a complete glizzy party over here.
Gross.
And nothing but hard legs. And
gross.
He was like, sounds like a great time.
It's raining
and I was like,
glizzies.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but gross.
It's raining glizzies.
I think there's not people who willingly like glizzy parties, but the fact that he's sitting there at a like, hey, this is a complete sausage fest. That's how it was taken to me, not in sexual innuendo.
Agreed.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think Malachi's requesting his release to go back on the road with his wife, or was it somebody else?
Hey, you know that guy Braun Strowman who was controlling his own narrative
Bro.
is now
not anymore.
Back apparently in WWE because his girlfriend, Big Back Pose, is in WWE. Enough said.
Yeah.
But there's another guy whose wife is in WWE who they ain't done shit with.
I know who you're talking about, Mr. El
Andrade?
Idio.
El Idolo?
I think neither one of them are happy. So I don't even know if that counts. Like,
and
neither one of them are happy.
And Tony's abrupt deletion of that tweet should tell you all you need to know. So
yeah, like,
he needs a fucking PR department.
Yeah, he does.
Like,
he needs.
Why'd you guys tell me to type Glizzlies?
He just needs somebody to run his Twitter.
Who are you getting these tweets off from? Your cousin? Your like younger cousins playing Fortnite? Like, yeah. Say you guys like Glizzlies. I mean, yeah, just say it. He's like, what's that? He was like, it's delicious Chicago treat. He's like, oh yeah, me and Malachi in the back eating Glizzlies. Yeah, I was like,
yeah, Glizzy.
I was like, wait a second. The House of Black? Whoa, the House of Black. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, then we got the name of the podcast this week.
There it is.
House of Black. With the Glizzy Goblin himself, Tony Khan.
Ugh. Jesus. Oh my god.
It's gonna be all right, guys. You'll never have to leave me. I got so much cocaine and glizzies for everyone.
Guys, there's more glizzies.
Wow.
Just keep bringing them in.
Glizzy Mania. Seriously, do you think Malachi is unhappy or that he wants to leave AEW? Grass is always going to look greener because literally we were saying this, everybody in WWE, get out, go to AEW. As soon as we said that Vince McMahon left or was forced retired, and now everything in AEW started to melt down. And now we're like, hey, get the fuck out and go back to WWE.
Well, you got to remember, a lot of guys got cut due to budget cuts. AKA, we got to make it look like this $20 million that Vince was spending on these hoes came from other places. But
Vince Con special. Like, what's this? Oh, it's your belongings. That's a glad bag, so. And that's it. Checks in the mail.
Right.
Damn.
But I think like AEW brought in so many guys, but there's only so much TV time. And there's only, I still think the top guys are doing their own thing there. So you look at guys that Triple H had plans for when they were in NXT and on Raw and SmackDown. And those guys are looking like, well, he kind of had plans for me. This guy doesn't. So I kind of want to go back home. Like you look at guys like Swerve and Keith Lee and Rusev and Samoa Joe, even though Triple H liked them, it wasn't necessary. You could see like, oh, there's a plan here. They were just going to be guys on the roster that you could elevate to main event statuses, but if you didn't need to, they were always going to be steady hands. Always. You look at guys like Andrade and Malachi, oh, there were plans in place if you were to ask Triple H. And now that they're back, those are two guys I see specifically like, yo, let me go holler at my mans real quick.
I'd say different. Only with Keith Lee, because clearly there was a plan in place because he was the first and only North American / NXT championship holder. And he got both belts for a week, and then Vince was like, give them to me. And that was it. So,
but that was part of the plan that Vince said, give them to me so quick, and there was no plan to build him. He was just there. Well, you look at Black, when Black was on Raw, they were starting a whole new thing of him, and they were going to build this House of Black. Mm-hmm. That was just the whole thing they were going to build. And then Andrade, they had him with Zelina. They put a whole stable of young guys behind him. They wanted to push him to the top. He wanted to leave. He didn't like it. And he gets here, he's like, the grass ain't always greener. Part of the problem is everybody wants Andrade to talk, and that's not his thing.
He's not.
Andrade's failures is why Santos is going to be so successful.
He's not
because Santos is everything they wanted Andrade, and even before that, Alberto Del Rio to be. But
and Alberto Del Rio was fire on the mic.
Exactly.
He was actually good in the ring too. It just didn't work because his other proclivities, and he was like 70 years old already.
Yeah, that too. And then
come here,
it was
Paige.
also around
And he
the
hated
time of
Triple
John
H.
Cena.
Yuck. Yeah, that too. It was a lot of issues why he didn't work, but I think Escobar is like those two guys combined in the best way possible.
Yes.
So
I agree.
hopefully it works out. Hopefully he tells everybody to get in and they drove to SmackDown, not the unemployment line or AEW. That would be amazing. But yeah, other than that, AEW, this go home show was really interesting. It
didn't
very
feel like
hit and
a
miss.
go home show. It felt like just another Dynamite. Not saying it was
felt
bad,
like-
but it was weird.
Felt like best of fighting times, the fight love forevers. I don't know. It just was. It was interesting. It was cool. They had some cool matches. But I mean, technically, it was like every other AEW Dynamite ever. Like they're always like, oh, some good matches, some interesting stuff. Okay, I don't care. And Eddie Kingston is fighting somebody. It's like, oh, okay, well, he'll be on the card again now. And
He's beating up an Asian guy since John Moxley can't do it this week.
machine gun chops.
Stretch Plum. Don't forget about Stretch
man.
Plum. Yeah.
Stretch Plumber.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. AEW, they didn't do enough, but they did enough. I will be watching per usual.
They did enough to get J-Mo's money, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they aired a show.
It's a little.
Oh, you're coming on at your scheduled time? Take my money. Like, all right, well, you got it. Other than that, though, AEW, whatever. Cardiff Castlage. I'm excited about it.
You guys ready to make some picks?
I can
Yes.
document said picks.
Oh, perfect.
Please do.
Yes.
Perfect.
Nice.
I even have
Let's go.
little lines for everybody, so we know who picks who.
All right.
Next
No,
teach.
look
One
at
step
you.
too far.
Look at you.
What's step two?
All right, guys. Let's start off. with
Hold on, are
Clash.
we putting a bet on the line like we did last one where BA had
I still got a hunch.
He still owes.
He still has to
Still
hunch. He
hunching.
owes us a hunch.
He owes it to the fans. Twitter is gonna be on your ass.
I know. They'll
not
be
in a good
alright.
way either.
No,
Whoa, gonna set you
What?
ablaze. Gonna set you out to the Twitterverse.
please don't.
Yeah, we can put a nice little something weird wager on this one.
Okay, all right.
If Dub loses or he gets the worst, he has to say finally, unequivocally, that he watches NXT UK.
No. Let's
That's
top.
too
Let's
easy.
raise that a little. That's too easy. Let's make Dub talking in an English accent for the whole podcast, and he's got to drink biscuits. He's got to eat biscuits and tea.
You gotta drink biscuits. Damn, like you're trying to kill my boy.
And he
God
might.
damn.
Like Popeye's biscuits. All
So
You
dry.
gotta have
It's like a
biscuits
saw
and tea.
trap.
right.
And-
Hey Dub,
All right.
you spent your whole life denying NXT UK, and now biscuits and tea will be your only savior. Live or die, your choice. Like what the fuck? Dub just kills over full of biscuits. Did you see Carter? Just dead.
Day of Jigsaw.
All right. So if I get the worst, I got to speak in an English accent, and I don't know. Yeah, doing
Yeah,
a whole
drink-
pie
drink.
or as much
And
of a pie
you
as I
gotta
can do.
dress up as an
as the
English
queen. As the queen.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not putting the dress on J-Mo.
Have better picks then, bro.
Yeah. Show or get ready.
Actually, said.
or get ready to pick
Yes.
up them.
Well, how about this? The worst pick has to dress up like the queen and and speak in an English accent all day and drink tea and biscuits. I'm okay with this. I know my picks are good, so I'm good money.
Now is
It's
this
gonna be J-Mo or A-Dub.
is this for the whole
Or it
week?
might be BA.
Is this for the whole week?
I'm nervous. I don't know about y'all.
No, just for the Cardiff card.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
How many matches on the Cardiff card?
Well, there's like 35 on the AEW
Six.
card.
Yeah, we're not
So, I
doing
think
all
Tony-
out.
What'd you say, Dub?
There are 6 matches on the Clash card.
All right. Well, how about that? The Clash card and NXT
Okay.
Worlds Collide, because that makes sense, because that's also some UK shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go bottom to the top. Edge and Ray versus the Judgment Day. I'll go first here. I'm picking the Judgment Day. I think Dom gets involved. Rhea touches his kendo stick, and he turns on his father.
And becomes her minion for life. I love it. BA.
And becomes her fallout boy, if you will.
Yeah, I gotta pick the Judgment Day here too. I don't see a scenario where Ray and Edge makes sense going over, and the culmination of Dom being all the way over there and being Rhea's pet is just what I would love to see. So gotta go with the JD.
I 3 choose the Judgment Day. I think Edge is going to spear Dom again. And then afterwards, Dom is going to snap and beat him with the kendo stick. And Rhea's going to welcome him with open arms. And he's going to be
and
like,
legs.
Yes. I didn't go there. See?
I was. You teed it up. Somebody's got to hit that ball off the tee.
Buddy Murphy. J-Mo.
Judgment Day.
All right, so that's a
Next
safe
up.
one there.
Yeah.
We got IC title. Gunther and Sheamus. I'm going Gunther to retain. Sheamus does not get that ever-evading IC title.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It does nothing for Sheamus.
Chopped into oblivion.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun match, it's gonna be brutal, but I'm definitely going Gunther. Makes no sense to have Sheamus win. This isn't Vince at the helm anymore.
BA Gunther?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sheamus doesn't need an IC title run. It doesn't make sense.
Is this another wash, or are you choosing different, James?
Oh no, I chose Gunther as well.
Okay.
The ring general.
All right, next up. The blood feud between Riddle and Seth Rollins.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna pick. I gotta go with Rollins. Gonna get this one off. Gotta step out there and be different.
Okay.
Rollins, crazy Rollins, Joker Rollins gets it off. Riddle doesn't lose anything. He puts in a good effort, but Rollins' next feud is going to be going for that championship. He's stepping back into championship picture, so I think he has to come up with a win.
BA, what are you thinking?
I'm not ever picking Seth Rollins again because he's burned me too many times. So Riddle,
Whoa.
just because
Go to the clinic for that, buddy.
No, I'm not Damian Priest or Matt Riddle. Shout out. Speaking of Riddle, that's who I'm picking to win because I just can't pick Seth in a pay-per-view event until I see him win, and then I'll start picking him again. So
that's true.
Riddle.
That's fair.
Safe bet.
I'm going with Rollins. I don't know. After he called him a bitch twice on national television, I'm like, you know what? That's my guy.
Don't take that bait. I took it before. Seth is here to lose and put people over. That's all he's here to do.
It's kind of true.
You look like a little pouty kid right now, BA.
Cause I'm mad because I want to pick Seth, but I just know I can't do it.
My heart won't let me. It's still real to me, damn it.
Well,
Damon, who you picking here?
Seth Rollins. I think he gets that dub.
Oh,
wow.
I hope y'all right.
So, 3-on-1. I hope we're right too, because that puts BA at a loss.
Right. I don't even know what I
All
can
right,
Gonna be dressed up like the queen. It's gonna be great.
Next up, we got 6-woman tag match.
Oh,
Belair, Bliss, and Asuka versus Damage Control. Bailey, Kai, and Sky.
Can I pick Bret Michaels? No.
Rock of Love.
Can I take Flavor Town?
Guy Fieri.
Guys, gross.
None of these answers even make any sense.
I don't want to pick it. That's why.
I'm going Bailey, Dakota, and Io.
So damage
Control.
Yeah, I'm thinking Alexa Bliss probably takes a pin here.
So we're all picking damage control?
By cheating ways. Yes, they need the dub. and it doesn't hurt Bianca at all. I think it's a miscommunication or something.
Yeah.
And then
that breaks off the feud.
Like Asuka not understanding English miscommunication? Is that what you're getting at?
No, you won't get me.
All right, so next up, I think we're all picking Shayna, right?
Yeah.
For her match.
Okay, I'm just not even gonna go there. And then after that, last but not least, we got the world title match. Drew, Roman. What do we think,
J-Mo,
guys?
you start us off with this one.
Oh, God.
Who you picking?
So I was telling the guys before you graced us with your presence that the beating that Drew took last week made me think that he was going to win that title at Clash at Cardiff. Because I thought that was the last SmackDown before the Clash. But I forgot they pre-taped this week already. But I think I'm going to go Drew. Fuck it. Why not? I've done dumber shit in my life.
I've seen it. BA. Who you got? Who you with?
Tribal Chief. He ain't done yet. I know his days are becoming numbered, but it ain't today or Saturday.
Literally, his contract says so. Contractually obligated to have his days numbered. Six more appearances this year.
Right. So as long as Roman's still appearing, Roman will pose with said belts at the end of said show. So our Tribal Chief.
Dude, what you got?
Oh, I'm not picking against my Tribal Chief. I will always acknowledge him.
Oh, that's a picky. I don't know. They heat up Drew so well, and they're giving him the feels, but I just can't see him losing.
Yeah,
don't
Drew.
Like
take that UK
but
bait.
this is the thing: it's either Drew that takes it from him, or who?
Seth.
It's
at
Drew
the Rumble.
or who?
I booked it out. Seth
Yeah,
at the Rumble. Cody wins the Rumble. Cody beats Seth.
I mean, we hope, right?
And then Theory cashes in.
I'm going. No, I think somehow this is what I'm going with. I'm going to book the territory. I'm going with Roman Reigns, pin guy.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to say somehow, as this feud starts to erode with the Bloodline and Sami Zayn, I think they somehow throw Sammy in there and Sammy gets his shot. Sammy's not, he might take it. He might remember who he is, but I don't think it's going to have any time soon. They got to do a nice build of Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn's fucking dope. But neither here nor there. I think Drew has a fantastic match, but he just couldn't get it done. And that's going to be it. But it would be lovely if Drew pops the crowd because this is what they've been wanting to get Drew. I think this will. Oh, wait. I think I'm going Drew. No, I'm changing my mind. I got to go a wild card. I know it's too easy to just pick something. Fuck it.
You did not acknowledge your Tribal Chief?
Yeah, I know I'm picking with my heart right now. So I think it would just make for more entertainment that he loses. But I know it's not going to happen. Okay. Worlds collide.
Worlds collide.
Are we going to get Power Man 5000 singing the song?
What? What?
More random white references that we
Yeah. They did a song called Worlds
What are you going to do? Blue Man Group? No.
All right. J-Mo random white man references aside. First up, we got Gallus versus Pretty Deadly versus the Creed Brothers versus...
Wait. You're dubbed as the honorary NXT UK member. You're going to have to make sure you let us know who most of these people are.
I'm just going to pick who I know if you don't.
All right, literally. Okay, go ahead. We'll take some pressure off Dub. I'm just like, I don't know them. Next.
Gallus versus Pretty Deadly versus the Creed Brothers versus Brooks and Jensen for the NXT Undisputed Tag Team titles. So, background. Gallus, former NXT champion, NXT UK Tag Champions. The third guy, Joe Coffey, was a main eventer. Pretty Deadly. You guys know who Pretty Deadly is. So, that being said, I'm going with the Creeds. They're just They're just so much fun.
Creeds.
Can you take me?
Yeah.
Not that.
I know
Creed,
that one.
But the Creed brothers on my end as well. They're gonna look stronger after this. This is being booked to make them look stronger.
Yeah, because Julius, like, it's on site.
On site.
And
I
Bricks
think
and
Creed-
Creeds somehow are
So
the,
we're all going Creeds.
Yes.
the two
Next
NXT UK people don't have belts. That's crazy. Anyway, continue.
Next up, we got Katana Chance and Caden Carter. They really got to give them a tag team name.
Katana Yana Jajana.
Versus Nikki Ash and Dewdrop. NXT
J-Mo.
Women's Tag Titles.
J-Mo, pick it now. Two things that he hates. Fucking main eventers coming to NXT. And then anything that has to do with the TikTok tag team. Who you going with, J-Mo?
People change, G. Give me Chance and Carter.
It's a solid pick.
It
Yeah.
is.
I'm gonna have to follow J-Mo. Dewdrop and Nikki
Things I never
ASH
thought I'd
ain't there to be. Nikki ASH and Dewdrop ain't there to be winning NXT tag titles. Sorry.
At all.
Dewdrop, not Parker Bordeaux. Just a class. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for,
For
your
anybody
son.
who would, right? For anybody who would mix them up. Both blonde. Both
Yeah, that's
pretty
about
large
it.
and in charge.
All right, yeah, I'm going TikTok tag team as well on this one.
Same.
Nikki
We got a
and
lot of
Dewdrop are there
washes.
just
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I want to stick my neck out there, but I'm not going to go
Oh, I ain't
for
sticking my
something
neck out.
stupid.
That's why I got
Next up, we
wanna
got
be
the
the
match
queen.
that I
wanna
think
be
will
the
be match
queen.
of the weekend. Mello versus Ricochet.
Mello.
Yeah, we're all going
Mello don't
here.
miss, baby.
Hello.
Ugh, I don't want to pick Mello, but booking sense tells
Fuck it,
me
be
to.
different. Be different.
I mean, you already owe one hunch. What's dressing up as the queen gonna do for you, BA?
Queen hunching.
Queen Hunching.
Icing on
Dun,
it.
dun,
biscuits
dun,
and biscuits
dun,
and
dun.
For the sake of,
Unlock the fat teeth.
of trying to not lose, I have to pick Mello, but my heart wants to say Ricochet so bad.
Man, say it with your heart.
Nah, man, I'm gonna say it with
It's
my
all
brain.
these matches. You think you're going to lose by one
Listen
match?
to your
You
heart.
never know,
Say
E-Ray.
it. Just say it with your dick, BA.
No, my dick is in my pants, thank you. And it's not coming out during this show.
Yeah. Use the cock. Shout out to all my people to get that reference.
Oh my god.
Dub, who you picking?
What? Mello.
Okay.
No, don't miss.
I wasn't sure.
It's furious.
Yeah, you were.
Jesus.
All right, next up. We got
J-Mo,
Mandy
you already picked Mello
Rose.
too?
Yeah, I picked Mello. Yeah.
We got Mandy
That was
Rose
fun.
versus Blair Davenport versus the
Ooh.
final boss, Mako Satomura, for the NXT Women's Undisputed Tag Title. BA, who you picking?
I'm gonna pick Blair because Mandy is destined for the main roster. And,
Again.
and Grandma, old girl from NXT.
Grandma
UK,
Mabel.
Right. Grandma Winslow ain't doing it. She ain't there to win that title. It'd be the
E-Ray, who you picking?
title bearer for that.
I think this is the time. If they're gonna pull the trigger, they should pull the trigger. But I like Mandy Rose. She's so good.
She's so good,
I'm
which is why
sticking
she's
with Mandy.
gone.
J-Mo, who you got?
I'd like to pick whatever, Mr. Miyagi.
Mako
or-
Satomura or J-Mo.
But I can't spell her name, so I'm not sure if I want to know how to do that.
Emi-
Let's put the
M-E-I-K-O.
final boss.
I just
Oh.
named her Grandma Winslow to avoid any sort of racial stereotypes.
Because
Nope,
BA
not
went
J-Mo.
to sensitivity training.
Not
J-Mo
J-Mo.
does right?
I'm gonna go Mandy Rose.
All right, safe bets.
For safety.
I'm going with BA as well, and I'm picking Blair. I thought she was gonna
She
take this
shouldn't be
belt
in
off
this
of
match. That's why. It's like, why did you put it in here? I know
Well,
that.
she was the
That's
number one
why.
contender for the NXT UK Women's title. From what I heard, I didn't watch it all.
Oh,
But
Grandma Ma been getting her ready.
From what I heard, she was gonna take that belt off of Maiko before they decided to do this change. But I agree with BA that Mandy's destined for the main roster. There's no belts on Gigi and JC right now.
Yeah.
Because they're hurt.
Moving on up.
Yeah,
hurt.
which is the perfect reason why she'd be unprotected.
Yeah, but Gigi's
I get it.
Gigi's not
still
that hurt.
Just say and JC's still healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gigi's hurt, but she's not that hurt to where they can like debut them and then just have them do shit for a while and then have a match in a few weeks when Gigi's healthy again.
All right, well, 2-2 split. Okay. No final balls.
Last but not least, Braun Breaker versus the strong boy Tyler Bate for the NXT.
Big strong boy.
The big strong boy. Excuse me, Tyler Bate. I apologize. For the NXT title.
You watch NXT UK religiously.
Never seen it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who are we picking? Has Tyler Bate been in NXT UK since it's been NXT UK?
No.
Tyler Bate is an NXT UK original. Tyler Bate is the original NXT UK champion and is the last NXT UK champion. He also won the Heritage Cup there. He's also been an NXT UK Tag Team Champion as well.
And he's been in NXT.
Yeah, he's been in NXT. He was in NXT before he was in NXT UK.
Yep.
Well, let's ask those questions and take those answers to say Braun Steiner.
Right. I was like,
with all that
he's never lost.
Nope.
Braun Breaker never lost.
There and keep getting that work to become a
Triple K's never lost. Right. Braun Breaker
to be a more respectable superstar. So he's gonna still hold on to that title.
E-Ray?
This is my weakness. I'm BA. I'm choosing with my heart. Like he did last time when he lost so bad. I can't, in good conscience, pick Braun Breaker. I will always pick against Braun Breaker. Whoever. Braun Breaker versus the Field. I'm choosing the Field every time. I know it's not going to happen. But I got to go with my man. Big strong boy. Tyler.
J-Mo, who you picking?
I'm going with E. Give me the big strong boy.
Same as E. I pick against Braun Breaker every single time. Every single time.
I didn't expect that, but I mean, BA, you either gonna be safe or sorry.
Yeah.
Hoping it's Tyler Bate, right? Or is it?
Yes, Bate. B-A-T-E. Yep.
Yep. Just making sure I had it right.
All right, guys. That was Clash and Worlds Collide. All right, E-Ray, question for you, buddy.
Yes.
Do you know how many matches are on the All Out card?
Usually, wait. Let me do my AEW math here. Usually, AEW has 4 to 5 pay-per-views a year. It's 12 months in a year. They have almost no storylines going at one time. So that means that per pay-per-view, they have 479 matches.
You were close. You were very close. The main card has 11 matches. If you include the pre-show 0 hour, we're at 14 matches total. We're not going to book the pre-show because we don't have that much fucking time.
We're not even going to sleep.
Right. Just be going.
I got my coffee drinks. I'm about to sit here like BA.
But starting from the bottom, as Drake would say, we're going to start with the casino ladder match.
Full of coffee, frozen coffee drink. Grab and glurp.
All right, guys, here we go. Casino ladder match for a future AEW World Title shot.
Am I writing these picks down?
Huh?
Am I writing these picks down?
I mean, they're not for the wager, but
good. Shits and giggles. You got the
just so we can talk shit to each other.
Use it.
Might as well. Let's just do the whole weekend. Fuck it.
No,
casino ladder match. We've got Claudio, Wheeler, Penta, Phoenix, Roosh, Andrade, Dante, and a Joker. BA, give me your pick. If you pick the Joker, you have to tell us who your Joker is.
Man, I really like that Ospreay idea.
Yeah, E-Ray, go. BA
you go as I think about it, E-Ray.
Well, now that J-Mo just opened his Trapper Keeper, I want to make sure that he documents, because my Will Ospreay idea was so good, I'm going to just go away from it and pick a completely different Joker. I'm going to pick the Joker. I wish, even though I know it wouldn't be, Leo Rush again. But for multitude of reasons, it won't be him. Wish it was Patrick Clark, the Velveteen Dream. Wish it could be him, but apparently
for multiple reasons.
Yeah, multiple reasons. It won't be him either.
White Dream.
Whoa,
cocaine.
A wild. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for clarifying.
He was caught with cocaine, guys. That's why.
Yeah, no comment. I don't know, man. Nobody wins this. We're just watching this shit because fucking big gold
Pick a winner.
Will be up here. MJF is the guy. He wins it. There we go.
Thank you, J-Mo. Give us.
Wait. One question. Sorry.
Yes.
I know I'm dragging this. Does the Joker have to be signed, or is it or not signed, or is it a guy that's already signed? Is that
sometimes the Joker's a new person altogether.
No, that's what I meant. Usually it's like a new person altogether. But I was wondering.
It can be either or. Because sometimes in the Battle Royal, the Joker was Andrade making a comeback after an injury.
Wishful thinking. I hope it's Ethan Page.
Do you want me to change your pick to Ethan Page?
No.
Okay.
Another guy rumored to be asking for his release soon. Anyways.
It's going to be Big Cass. I'm Big Cass and I'm 7 feet tall.
It'd been a good guess if he didn't show up on one. Still a good reason to put him in there.
Yeah.
J-Mo, who you picking?
I said Joker and it's MJF.
Okay. I'm going Joker Adam Cole.
I'm going Roosh.
Yeah.
Roosh.
That's his whole music. Roosh.
Is there any reason, BA, besides you just learned who he was 3 weeks ago?
He likes saying his name.
That is the reason why I'm picking him. This is for up and coming people that ain't got no shine yet, right? This is for people they want to push.
No, BA. Roosh has got shine. He was he had a very long reign as the ROH World Heavyweight Champion.
That's ROH, not AEW.
Thank you. Yeah, no one gives a shit about that.
With that,
you don't have no shine.
Hey, if BA comes in last, can we add a caveat to his that he has to watch an obscure wrestling promotion and report back next week?
If J-Mo comes in last,
can we Ring of Honor pay-per-views?
No, you got to watch NWA Power. You have to watch Tyrus wrestle.
I want to watch Nick Aldis. No thanks.
If J-Mo comes in last, we got to make him just sit on the podcast, but on mute the entire time, and just talk so much shit about him. And it's just so funny, and then just do like literally 20 minutes of just J-Mo impressions.
We make J-Mo order that Battle Slam pay-per-view that Lil Scrappy wrestled Baron Black on.
Oh yes,
that'd be amazing.
Right, I was like, but J-Mo, who are these people? What do you mean these people?
J-Lo getting drug.
Oh my god! All right. Next matchup, we got Fatal 4-Way for the women's title: Toni Storm, Dr. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Hikaru Shida. BA, go.
It's only 2 answers.
I want to pick Toni Storm, but it's gonna be the Doctor.
Say it with your chest.
It's gonna be the Doc.
Picking the Doctor.
DMD. Brittany Baker.
You right?
You know her personally.
She's my dentist. Look at these teeth.
Looks like you got something in there. Is that a pew? Gotta go with. I'm going with to change. Gotta go Toni Storm. I think they wanted to put it on her. They were already building towards that. As much as I love Hayter, much as I'm a hater guy, I'm going Tony Storm.
J-Mo.
Tony time.
Going Tony as well.
Are you guys gonna say everything I say?
If you're wrong, you about to be a hunching motherfucker.
Watching NWA.
Watching NWA Power.
Man, I don't agree with this NWA stuff. I'll put on your Queen's dress, but I'm not.
Hey man, you never know.
I'm just like
Power,
a woman.
Right.
I cross dress before I watch.
I gotta put my bid in for the Illuminati still. You gotta go for long-term booking here. I was talking about joining them a few weeks ago. That's part of the deal. Y'all. I'm a black male. I gotta do that. Y'all know. Google it. YouTube it if y'all don't know about it.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, I gotta get on, so I gotta put my dress on. But I ain't watching no damn NWA Power.
BA, you never know. If you watch NWA Power, you might see the original Trios champions. Dalton Castle and the boys.
God, E-Ray might jump through the fucking computer if he hears Dalton Castle and the boys again.
What? They the Trios champions. Everyone knows that. Duh.
But speaking of Trios Championship Tournament winners. So we got the Elite versus either the Dark Order or the Best Friends. I'm picking the Elite.
So the Elite or the Field?
Yeah, the Elite or the Field.
That's a good way to book this one.
I'm going the Elite. J-Mo.
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
E-Ray. Take the Field. You know you want to.
No, I don't, because Kenny Omega once found a red fawn and he nursed it back to health in North Carolina. So gotta go with the Elite.
E-Ray, take the field. Not E-Ray. BA, take the field.
No, I'm taking the VPs. The VPs are not gonna book themselves to lose a title popping up on the scene. A Trios Worldwide title. No, it's gonna be the VPs.
Trios Worldwide.
That's what it looked like. The fight is so cheese, but yeah.
Prestige Worldwide,
right.
Trios titles. I'm a champion. I put liquid paper on the beat. It died. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next up, we got another championship match.
Why?
Jade Cargill versus Athena, TBS Championship.
I think. Ooh.
BA, what you got?
I'm gonna pick Athena, man. Give Jay something to do. There you go. Or Shocker.
You right? Who you going with?
Yeah, Athena.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
Jesus.
Still need that shirt. We're trying. I'm going with, man, as much as I want to go Athena, Jade has ethered her on Twitter so long that I feel like they need to give her that title, but that would be her first loss. It's a rough one. I feel like, where does Jade go from there? I don't think they're ready to. Yeah, but if they're about to put it on Tony and they already got a new title person now, I don't think it's time. So I think Jade retains.
I'm going Athena. I think it's time for Jade to move in that world title picture. Like, if not immediately, she didn't have to immediately challenge for it because they got another 4 months till their next pay-per-view. You got time to build. So I'm going Athena gets this. Give Jade a good 4 months to build to get into that world title picture and taking that world title. At J-Mo, what's the next AEW pay-per-view? Double or Nothing? I Bet My House and Home. What is it?
Double or Nothing.
No one cares.
All right, so I'm going Athena.
AEW, my wife put me out.
That's the January.
I lost everything. Crapped out. Snake eyes. No.
AEW
all right, next up
out.
we got
That needs to happen.
we got Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry in a feud that's had some ups and some downs, a lot of downs.
Jungle Boy.
Yep.
I'm speed this up. Jungle Boy.
Yes. Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy.
Yeah, I'm going Jungle Boy.
The real winner will be Christian Cage's turtlenecks.
Yes.
But
yes.
I'm
And
still
his heel
going
work.
Jungle Boy.
But this is the end of the feud.
yeah.
Put the baby
All
face
right.
over and move on.
Yep.
Next up, we got World Tag Titles, Swerve in Our Glory versus The Acclaimed. Is it time? Is it time,
Heart
guys?
versus mind. J-Mo.
I say the champs retain Swerve and Glory.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
I agree with J-Mo. They were retaining. Think about how long they kept that damn title on the Dinosaur and Jungle Boy. So
Dinosaur. Hurry up, get on the floor. Everybody want that dinosaur. All right.
Mario Brothers
I
movie.
think that was Thriller.
T-Rex are.
I think that was Thriller. I'm gonna say Swerve and Our Glory has to win it. I would like Acclaim is red hot, and it would be perfect. That'll be a way to split up because apparently, Swerve already went heel on Christopher Daniels in another promotion, so I think they do want to go ahead and break them up too. But it would look kind of weird because they haven't defended the belt but like 1.5 times.
I'm going the Acclaim.
All right,
Chalk
you
one-
was ballsy
chalk one
enough
up
to
for
do
the-
it.
Chalk one up for the light skins. I'm going with the Acclaim.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Scissor me, dub.
All right. Next up, we got our pre-main event: Lionheart Chris Jericho versus the American Dragon Bryan Danielson for the custody of Danny Garcia. I'm going Dragon here.
Dragon.
Is it Dragon across the board?
Dragon.
You right?
This one's hard because neither one of them need to win.
Right.
And now the only thing I'm thinking, honestly, it doesn't matter who wins. I feel like it's going to end in shenanigans because then this is where Daniel Garcia breaks away. He makes his choice and breaks away after everybody comes in and cheats. So I think it's going to be Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, American Dragon, with help of Garcia.
So, question: if Daniel Garcia breaks away and wants to go join the Blackpool Combat Club, does he have to get beat up and bleed like Wheeler Yuta did, or is that only for Asian guys?
Asians only.
That's a good question.
Soldier
Moxley only cares.
Claudio didn't have to bleed.
Yeah,
get beat up and bleed.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, Claudio was just there. He's just like, yeah, you're in.
I've been putting in work. Y'all know me. Y'all know my body.
Yep.
He was like, all right, yeah, you're right.
Spin y'all motherfuckers around to death.
Right.
All right. So only Wheeler Yuta had to get jumped in.
Yeah. Well, Moxley and Bryan, they both bled, so
That's true.
They were
So the
co-founders.
OG3 once again.
yeah.
Next.
Main event: Moxley Punk. I'm going Mox. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. I've said my piece on this feud.
Mox.
But CM Punk isn't a
Wow,
gentleman.
BA Mox.
Punk?
Yep.
E-Ray, you going Punk?
I can't. It wouldn't make sense. They don't hot potato their titles, and I think that gives Punk a much more interesting arc. Gotta be John Moxley. He's entering his touchably hot Stone Cold phase of his career. He's gotta win.
So we're all picking Punk to lose in Chicago.
Ooh,
I love it.
glizzy dogs for everybody.
Glizzy dogs. So
The
just to make
House of Glizzy will never be the same.
So just to make sure I have all these picks right, I'm gonna run them down really quick.
No, we're not.
Please
No, we're not recapping.
What is this thing with running down things?
No.
Hey guys, let me go ahead and go back.
Take
over
pictures of the
4
pages
billion.
and send it in the group chat. No,
Okay.
Like a true
All
boss,
right.
he has to recap the meeting.
we've been here for 7 hours.
Okay.
Right.
No,
That's what bosses
Here's
do.
our hours,
we
guys.
still have 20. We still have 20 more hours of wrestling to watch.
All right. Cool.
All right, guys. This has been another phenomenal episode of Let Me Book the Territory. We know there's a lot of wrestling to watch. Keep up with it. I hope you guys took down all our picks as well, so you can give a shit on the socials. If you guys are looking for me,
Post those. Speaking of which, post those on the socials. There you go. That's how you do it,
There you go.
guys.
there you go. If you guys
There
are
we
looking
go.
for me, you can find me every Tuesday on the Embrace the Turn Up podcast with my homie John. On these socials, I'm at ADUB1220. I will do my best to be tweeting during all the events this weekend to interact with me. And yeah, BA, hit them with your socials that don't exist.
You know, the only one that matters is at Let Me Book Pod, the greatest, best, most amazing, stupendous Twitter page on the planet. Game. Yes, somebody go out at the source. But yes, come follow us on that page. BA, when he is watching wrestling this weekend, will definitely be live tweeting, talking his shit with y'all, getting new followers, hopefully. All that fun stuff. So yeah, man, you know where to find me.
If they're smart, they know where to follow.
Yeah.
They know where to follow.
Sons of bitches.
Hell yeah. J-Mo, let them know.
You can find me on the gram and Twitter at Y2JMO. We'll be live tweeting as well when I'm able to. No, there's one event I'm going to miss.
Because you'll be butt naked and like just covered in your own
butt naked.
Like,
just,
yeah. His butt naked stuck to his body.
FTR.
Butt
17
naked,
stars.
eating Whoppers, slinging Miller Lights.
Wow, that is any of that supposed to be good? It's like
the Whoppers. I'm here.
All right, you smoking menthol. You want to be in a bathroom smoking menthol cigarettes, or you want to be eating Kobe beef? I don't know which either one of those are good. All right, and you can find me at E_RAY_ the bad guy on the Instagram. Still getting my buff swole on. Probably going to be moving next week, hopefully closing on my new property. So I may not be on here next week, but I will definitely be eagerly waiting to see the results because I ain't about that hunch life. Nor do I like the queen. Fuck that queen. Incest family. Other than that, you can find me at E_RAY the hipster on the Twitters, cleaning up my terrible algorithms with all the grossness there, and just talking about great times of wrestling and live tweeting with the fellas. So if you need us, that's where we'll be. But other than that, as Dub says, to sweet me when you see me. Everything is wrestling, and let the madness wash over you. Yeah. And guys, we are out.
Peace.